So guys, in this video we'll be seeing how to install this MingW and also Visual Studio to run our C++ program. So you need to have this minimalistic GNU for Windows. So actually this is a GNU compiler collection package that is available for Linux. So they made it portable to Windows so that we can run our C or C++ programs. So you need to click on this download. The link will be in the description. So after that download you will get this web-based installer. Now I have already installed this one. I will show you once again. Click on install. Now click on continue. So you will not get this message if you are installing this for the first time. I have already installed, so I am going to reinstall. So now this Visual Studio is community edition, is free version. You can download and install it, and you can also write your C++ programs on this Visual Studio Code. This is like a edit text editor, and this is the IDE. So it's up to you. You can program in any of this one. Okay, click on continue. So this window will be shown, so you need to select this one. You can see the base installation of this MingW and also the C++ compiler. So there are other compilers as well. You need to check this C++ compiler and Objective-C compiler. So after clicking these three boxes, you can say installation, apply changes. So these apply changes has been graded because I have already installed all these packages. So you can click on apply changes and it will download, and the installation will be completed in few minutes. So after installing the MingW, you need to go to the installation directory, C MingW and bin. Open the bin. So you can see here these are all programs that you can use to compile the C++ programs. Now we need to copy. Right click on this PC and properties and click on advanced system settings. So we are going to add that path in our environment variable so that we can access this G++ or GDB in from command line in any path. So click on path and click on new. So paste this one. So I have already added this one. You can see the path here. Click on OK, OK, and click on OK. Now our MingW installation has been completed successfully. Open a command prompt. Now you can type G++. So if you get this output, no input files, that means your MingW has been successfully installed. So now how to write C++ programs. The first one I will tell you about is Visual Studio Code. So this is a free text editor. It also comes with a inbuilt debugger, but I highly recommend you to use this Visual Studio IDE. Okay, I will create a new file and save it as temp.cpp. So the file name extension is the cpp, and I am going to write some code to print the hello world onto our console. Okay, now my program has been completed. It will just print the hello world. So we cannot execute this in the Visual Studio Code, Now what you want to do is you want to go to this directory in which your CPP program files are and open the command prompt in that. So now we can say G++ and the file name .cpp, that is temp.cpp. So it will not show any output, but if I say dir, now you will get this a.exe. Now if you run this a.exe, you so you will get the output as hello world. So this is the basic C++ program to print the hello world. So I will explain these briefly. First one is the preprocessor directive #include. This will tell the compiler to include all the code from the IOStream library into our main program before executing this one. That means when in our binary, this the code in the IOStream will be included and run. So this is the main function. So the main function is the starting place for every C++ program to be run. So this int is a return type. So we can see we have chose this one, return 0. That means we are returning something value to the console output. So that is the 0. Generally this 0 indicates that our program has been successfully run without any errors. So you can check the return value of this previous program, and you can say whether it has been successfully executed or not. So now you can see std and cout. So std is a namespace, and we will talk about the namespaces in the next video. So std is a namespace, and in that namespace we have this cout. So namespace is something similar like group of identifying a group of instructions to be together as a std. So in this std namespace we have this cout, and cout this operator tells that take the input from this string. So this input will be fetched into this cout, and this hello world string will be printed on the console, and the semicolon, every line in the C and C++ ends with the semicolon. So this is the basic hello world C program. You can also set up in the Visual Studio. Now I am going to show that. So first let us copy this and open the Visual Studio. Okay, now you will get this window. Now you can click on this continue without code. So you will see this interface. Now what we are going to do is we are going to create a new project to hold our C++ files. Now you can click on file, okay, click on new, and we are going to create the new project. So now you will get this create a new project, and you can select this empty project. So click on this empty project C++, or you can also search for this empty project. Now click on next. Now you can give your project name. Now let's say demo, and now you can give the location. So this is the C users username source repos, or you can also select your other partition, D drive and any folder, etc. I'm going to leave this one, so click on create. So now you will get this interface. You can see demo is the project, and you can see have the header files, resource files, source files. Now header files, you can add any user included header files, and resource files are like images, etc. And source files is our main CPP code. So you click on right click on this, add new item. Now you can select this CPP file and source.cpp. You can also select as main.cpp. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste it the source code from this Visual Studio Code 1. So you can see this is has been pasted, and what you want to do is you can run this using this local Windows debugger. Okay, I think it's loading symbols. It's taking a lot of time, so let me stop this one. So let me run this program again. Sorry. So okay, I don't know what the error is. So if once you give it a try to run the CPP program in Visual Studio, if this does not work, you can always code in Visual Studio Code. So I think there is some symbol table problem for this, so I will try to fix. So you can use this Visual Studio Code for this for now. So okay, that's all for this video about how to execute C++ programs on the Windows operating system. So in the next video we will see about the namespaces. So you might get confused about this std now. So in the next video you will get a clear clarity about these namespaces.